Okay, so your gifts are gonna be waiting at your table, but once you get in your room, okay, just in case, again, somebody just dragged you here in a car and you have no idea what to expect, once you get in that room, the cool thing about Get Your Teach On is you stay there. You stay there, and a lot of people are like, well, why don't we get to choose our sessions? Because number one, we have worked for months and months and even years sometimes to intentionally create a track for you that we know is going to be powerful. But what's more powerful than changing sessions is your community. That's one of the biggest things we are about at Get Your Teach On is building your village. Because I don't know if you're like me many years in my career where I felt like I was the only one in my building who got it. Right? Or maybe you have a small group in your building who get it. Or maybe you're fortunate enough to be in a building that everybody gets it. I've yet to find that, but I'm still looking for it, okay? But community is so important. Get to know the people at your tables. They will become most likely some of your biggest cheerleaders and some of your best friends. People always say, well, I can't come to Get Your Teach On by myself. I encourage it. Because time and time again, we hear stories of people coming here lonely, out of place. Nobody understands that I want to teach outside of the box, and they find their very best friends here. So I want to talk about a couple things. Again, I think intentionality is so important in allowing us to be present, right? Because it's very easy to come to a conference and play the comparison game. Because our presenters, who are experts just like you guys in their craft, are going to get up and show you some of their best ideas. And perhaps they might even talk about some of their worst ideas, right? But just know for every good idea that we give you, we've had 100 that have failed. I don't want you to get caught up in, well, I'll never be that good. I'll never be able to do. You will miss out on an entire experience if you're comparing yourself to someone else. Because here's the deal, your students don't need Hope King as a teacher. Your students don't need Amelia Capitosa, Lanisha Tab, Michelle Griffo, Wade King, Hayward John, all the amazing people. They don't need them. They need you. And the best teacher that you can be is when you show up as yourself. Because if we're trying to be somebody else, we're never going to be happy. And if we're not happy, we're going to impact our students in that direction, right? You're not here by chance. I don't believe that. You're here for this moment. Because you are the educator that education needs. And here's the thing about the teacher shortage. We're not losing the bad ones. We're losing the great ones. We're losing you, right? So find what it is that you need, like Mickey said, to keep going. And one of the most important things is your community. So as you're sitting in these sessions, no comparison. Set realistic, achievable goals that you can sustain. Tap into your community, love one another well, and I have no doubt that we're going to make education become the place that it can be. You guys, thank you so much for being here this morning. Before